I wish.
He's coming from Dallas. He said, is the lodge really? I mean, this is easy. I may move here. $1,000 a minute. Terrace with the snowmen makes it yo. Mixon steps into Chatsville. Hello, Mixon. Big raise by JD. 4,500 now with his ladies.
4,500.
I love when he was like, the cycle was like, you're an hour early. And he's like,
nobody running hotter than JD at the moment. Sandwich bet here, Rick, for
yes.
We see a flop.
You owe me one, so
I'll take the queens.
All right, I'll be the eights.
Can I somehow get in there and have the 7-4? I don't know how we do it.
You sure?
You got to pick one of the.
What do I need?
You need to flop 2 pair.
How about it needs to be the 4 of spades or the 4 of diamonds.
All right.
Oh, okay. How about we just keep them black? 4 of spades, 4 of clubs.
That's smart, Skull.
3 players.
Let's do that. I need a black 4.
Wow, 3-way sandwich bet.
I need an 8.
First. Wow.
Oh, a black 4, Brady.
Wow. It's rigged. Rigged.
Trips now for Nick.
Game, fellas. By the way, our sandwiches are very expensive here in San
That's
Diego.
what I was going to say. We're buying Austin sandwiches.
Yeah, you got to come here and collect in person. Otherwise, bet's void.
Congratulations, Iron Mike Brady. We got trips for Nick.
Yeah, and this is probably going to get expensive for JD, and I also kind of can't imagine Terrace not putting in at least a little bit of money here. Kind of depends on what happens right now. Or rather, just on Terrace first, so he's certainly going to put in some money.
JD bet 3.5, and action now back on Terrace, reaching for calling chips. Makes the call. Nick loving life here. Really the only one that has a 4 in his range here. Will he go for the check raise now into multiple opponents, multiple spades on board, and he's reaching for raising chips.
Yeah, I think with his stack size quite deep in general, I think you've got to kind of put in the raise here and just try to pump up this pot, maybe get the money in by the river. If you just call, you risk things like a spade coming on the turn or something like an ace that might scare a hand like pocket queen, so it makes sense to go ahead and just put in the raise right away. It's also kind of a small thing, but it's nice for him that he has 7-4. He doesn't have like another high card, so he doesn't block hands like pocket queens.
I would agree to all that, Mr. Brady. Let's see what JD does. Still has a player to act behind. Did see Nick try and bluff him about 10 minutes ago, and JD can't get away just yet. Makes the call, so we have a pot building. What will Terrace do now? Facing a raise and a call.
I think this would be a pretty trivial fold, but you never know when you're going to get sticky.
I know because I put a video on YouTube and there's a girl in the hand and I read the comments. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible every time.
There's a really good take by Mental Health, Matt. He said that the people with the lowest EQ...
Lexo joins the chat. What's up, Lex? Scotland in there, Timothy Murphy, Mixon, and we have a big pot, boys. You better cancel all your plans this afternoon, early evening. We had a good one from the lodge.
I thought your stance, Doug, on money not being...
Terrace looks to be in some distress here, right here on the flop.
I know more about her situation.
$9,000 more to call.
He does have 3 to a straight flush. We haven't mentioned that, but he does get away from it.
Had the mental health checkup on her or whatever, where she was just like...
Queens in rough shape, drawing the 2 outs.
Vote now for Nick.
I don't think Nick's going to be worried about that 5 at all. He'll continue to fire, I imagine.
Like if someone's a violent criminal,
Huge bet.
if someone has like
15,000.
yeah, no scammer, knock him on the stream. Although we'd have Tom on. He wants that to come out.
Jungle just tweeted whatever. Updates for that.
Hey, what?
But Jungle said something about...
Beautiful camera work from Maestro Matt Sweeney.
Will that 5 perhaps give an exit to JD? Maybe he was thinking that Nick was raising with an ace-5 potentially on the flop or something like that, now losing to any 5 or 4.
Always great with the lodge, you know? Always great. Never
Will
ending
JD give him credit for a 4 or a 5? He seems to be smirking a little bit. I think he's going to find the fold here. All in.
Jesus.
So no fold and a snap call from Nick. So just as we were singing JD's praises, up 45,000, we have a $150,000 pot, perhaps our largest
The
ever
largest ever at the
on
lodge.
the Lodge Live.
Largest ever pot.
Super sick. I can only speculate at what JD was thinking there, but I suppose he's, thinking, I think my opponent has a combo draw a decent amount of time, and I just want to put him all in, make him fold it, take the pot here.
Twice. That one doesn't do it.
That's a boat for Nick. Doesn't even need it. And that's a scoop for Nick. $150,000 pot. He had JD covered, so all of those winnings, poof, thin air, dust, ship him over to Nick. A monster pot here from the Lodge, table 11.
Under the lights.